Hi, welcome into my channel. This channel is about astronomy, basically against the Big Bang. In this video I will treat this question, why is something rather than nothing. So I search on internet and I cut some video and I comment the video, okay? So this is from Closer to Truth. The question is this: why is something rather than nothing? This question.
Paul, I don't have many obsessions in life, but one of the strangest is continuing to think about nothing, about why isn't there nothing? Why is there anything at all? We can say it in different ways. As you've thought about the universe, its origins, how close have you gotten to an absolute nothing from which you would want to start your explanations?
So this is the way I make my videos. I'm saying like a T science, and I have always here a T, a pretext for science. So why is there not something rather than nothing? This is Leibniz. Leibniz invented this question. It is a philosophical question, but I want to tell you that what they did is to put the filament on philosophy and in the culture by making profits from these physicists guys. They put the brakes on all the philosophy and religion exploration, and these guys do not know squat science. They are lying in science, and they are lying, and they are like the current day prophets. Okay, so if you want to see this level of knowledge on the answer, big professor like Paul Davies, okay, so listen how he approaches a well-known question from philosophy. Leibniz, cultural like a child from that child book of Steven Weinberg. Okay, so Steven Weinberg says that there are turtles, like in a conference. Some lady asks on what the earth sits, and there's on a turtle. So, but that turtle on another one, so there's a tower of turtles. But so this is his level of knowledge on nothing. Okay, so listen how it answered. This is a profound question. Why is something rather than nothing? Okay, of this interviewer, and see it combined with the answer. Like so this is the answer of the Paul Davies.
This is the Tower of Turtles problem, that we explain the universe in terms of something else, and down we go. And most scientists would stop at the laws of physics, and that they would accept that they exist for no particular reason. They're just there. They don't inquire. I've never been happy with that. It always seems to me that we can ask, why do the laws of physics exist, and why do they have the form that they do? Is that the starting point? We can imagine that the laws of physics are there in some abstract Platonic mathematical realm, but there's no physical universe. There's no space-time, matter, energy, or anything like that. But the laws are there so that the universe has the potential to come into existence in compliance with those laws. I think actually many of my colleagues would regard that would be their worldview.
So after you watch that, I'm telling you, this is the way I made my videos. I have always here a tea. So this time I made a tea from fresh mint from my garden. You see, I have mint in my garden. And from this, these are apples. If you don't believe, full grown. This is they do not grow bigger than this. There is a species of apples, full grown, and I made them tea. And there are two kinds, like yellow and reddish, like you see, apples. So it means this is the way I made my videos. So you see the level of this culture. If you are let yourself to be fooled with this Big Bang, they pull the brakes on everything, on philosophy. They took everything in the last this turtle manner. Okay, so this is the level of culture. If you are being asked a profound old question about the origin of matter, by falsifying the Big Bang, they give back the time, like they do not have nothing to say and to argue. and they took the jobs of philosophers, and they are the like prophets, and and like cowards. He says like, so I have to make some culture, okay? So he says like this what my colleagues will agree with this. Listen.
I think actually many of my colleagues would regard that would be their worldview.
So after he says that the Tower of Turtles, that this is the problem on what is like in the end, okay. So but I've been of philosophy, I study philosophy, okay. So let me break for you the question in correct manner. So here again the question from this, like to wash you from for my colleagues and from this culture with turtle culture.
And that's absolutely right. And when I push them on that in private conversation, they would basically say that's a brute fact. We can never go beyond that. And then I say, why is it so complicated? Why are all these laws in all these different ways? How do you get this quantum foam with particles in and out and calculations and frequencies and all that? How do you? They said that's just it. We can never go beyond that.
Right.
So you heard this. What's the biggest fathers from the empty, from nothing can you go? This was the question put by Leibniz. Why is something rather than nothing? Okay, so they falimentated this investigation, theological, philosophical investigation, simply by fooling you with this time, going back time. So on short, you must understand that. So they are saying that the laws of physics, these guys, another answer is like the laws of physics are there, and somehow they came into existence from, and they are manipulating the matter somehow to. So this is everything that can say like in profound manner, okay. So listen.
They're accepting their package of marvels, these laws, as something that just exists reasonlessly. There's no explanation, unexplained underpinning of the universe. Sometimes I call that a super turtle that holds everything up. So on that view, the reason why there is something rather than nothing is because that the laws that are pre-existing, maybe not in a time sense, but in a logical sense, have the power to bring into existence a universe from nothing. And so people get confused about what you mean by nothing. I'm not talking about empty space. I'm talking about, like what Stephen Hawking says, you can ask what lies north of the North Pole. The answer is nothing.
So that's why I pumped up this to bring to okay, so to bring you some answer. So in a philosophical manner, nothing defined by Kant is a concept without an object, or an object without a concept. So you have a concept in your mind, there's no corresponding object, or there's an object, but you cannot know him, so he's nothing for you. You have no tangents with it. Like this, there are three ways of defining nothing, okay. But let me tell you like this: by giving the Big Bang back, they forget this investigation of movement, actual movement of the life of the Aristotle movement is like why this moves, like right now, why it moves. And Aristotle made the force motor, the prime motor. So in actual current day, everything that moves has a prime motor, unmoving motor, like a logical motor, like a word motor, conceptual motor. Okay, you are saying why this is are interesting. Why do you are interested by this? But you accept that like this false science with E equal mc square and this. So you'll have this kind of culture, okay? But you do not understand. You will reserve yourself only to this kind of discussion. So I'll make many videos on this, okay? I will take my time. I like this subject, okay? So it's very good. Okay, so So you will not understand that the origin of this was supposed to be something unmovable, space time, like the word is a base, like he moves, because if you have the motor at the origin of a motor, and a motor of origin of a motor, and origin of the motor, like this turtle, but that does not mean something, okay? This will imply infinite movement in all the movements, actual current movements. So Aristotle thought that something that is not like a motor, a moving motor, exists at the basis of origin of motor. But this implies that this origin, word kind of origin, it is unmovable and not spatial and temporal, and in a mysterious way produces the space-time movement, not any object. But being like they put the brakes on all the philosophy. You gave the Big Bang back, and you find that a soup, false quarks, false quantum mechanics, false Einstein, this all thing, false physics. And you have two for mechanical movement, Leibniz, and kinetic energy, one and found mass time velocity, and the physics is false. So he argues like, why this physics? The physics do not gives you anything, and they are falsifying the religion and everything, and the Big Bang is false. But so you must tackle these questions, okay? And the culture must be. So I studied against the Big Bang, okay? And if you will find out where I'm saying this kind of question will be more important than you are believing, okay?
I think actually many of my colleagues would regard that would be their worldview.
So now if you go in any origin, if you say like in a Big Bang you pulled back the matter, so can you have that matter appeared from nothing? This is how closer can you go at nothing. But you understand that nothing originates you if you, of origin like this. In all times they say that the God is the sustainer in existence. If the sustainer of the matter in existence, like now, like if you understood that this origin of word origin, like a temporal word, logical word of the origin, or everything, every movement is sustained, is to sustain with law, and the law repeats, and the law is entailed, and every time it is repeating. So that's why you can like do like these guys to disconsider God or something. So you see, they like child like the colleagues of mine will be agree, like they are afraid to speak about God, they are afraid to speak about everything like this, okay? So listen, another thing, like colleagues. So I like with my colleagues will be will agree with this. Listen,
I think actually many of my colleagues would regard that would be their worldview.
so you see, I joke because they brought to the ground everything. So at the basis of our origin, there's I believe there's the word, like substance. So that's why they change with this philosophical manner word matter. Matter is a word. Is a word. What is matter? Matter is energy, matter is mass, matter is color, matter is everything. What is matter? Matter is a conceptual word. So at the basis of our world is the word. And like in the Bible, like the beginning there was the word, and the word was the God. This is brought into existence, matter. The word is more complex in an Aristotelic manner than the matter. Matter is a word. So you do not define the matter through matter, but through words. So this is, they took this from your mind to do not understand. They switch everything, like is a conceptual switch exists this in philosophy. You to switch general word with. So you had matter, you had word, you put matter, you see like this. So this is my first video. Why is something rather than nothing? Nothing if you create from nothing, this discovered this question, or I invented this kind of reasoning from why appeared a finite quantity like this rock from nothing. Why did the nothing stop? Why produces two rocks and why it stops? So in this manner you have this problem. If it appears no matter from where, if you give the Big Bang like these guys falsifying the relativity of time, each object has a time, like Leibniz says, okay, you are not allowed to take one time from all objects to put them in a temporal line like this on origin of the Big Bang. Even though if you make like this, or if you consider the time relative and the objects are sustaining, like you are reaching that word like manner, and you see Kant how defined there's something like nothing if you are considering the matter in some manner, okay. So but if you go in the Big Bang and you do not treat God or things like this, why appear the finite quantity of matter? If you are saying that the universe is finite or infinite, you must understand that if you say that it is finite, finite matter appear. Let's say this is the universe, this appear from nothing. Why? And why it stop? Why not half? You see, it's not a sufficient logic reasoning to things like this, okay. So why do not two rocks, and then why it stop? Why? He knew that to stop, okay. Why? If you are taking like this, put all the universe with a constant and gravity, they are tricking you. They did not do this correct, okay, and they are tricking you. There's no coherent law, unificationist law, or that goes through all the physics, okay. So if you want to be light and semi-cultured, and you obtain nothing, no science and nothing, no law they do not have, and they are lying to you, quantum bullshit and things like this, you learn nothing, okay. So where is the something rather than nothing? Let's see this video and make another one, okay. So why it stop? You understand why these laws? He says like you have this law and my colleagues agree. Okay, and the turtle, this is how they reduce all the philosophical investigation and all, like even I study philosophy, okay, could not bring you more profound things because there's no public, okay. But I use this closer to truth, this guy from this channel, YouTube channel, you can like a publicity even for him. I don't have anything with these guys, but to comment, to bring to you some piece of philosophy. I will watch this, I will see what I said on short. So this is the way I make my videos. This will be more profound things when they will find that our galaxy is a sphere and we cannot see beyond the sphere. The universe and the galaxies are put 99% are orientated towards us like this. You'll see picture. So when we find that we not see the universe and this Big Bang model with to give the temporal back in the origin and all this quantum physics and Einstein is wrong, this kind of investigation will rise again, okay. So at the beginning was the word, and word was with God, and through word was made matter, and matter is bigger than matter. The word is bigger than matter. It's so they are falsifying everything, and I've told you even two definition of nothing, or from Kant definition. There are two others from definition, and come with me in next episode or this what is rather something than nothing. There are four guys in this true closer to truth that it is interviewing four guys on this matter thematic, and I will take on all of them, and maybe I will make two videos on each guy because I like this thematic. So you will see a list where it's something rather than nothing. Okay, goodbye. This is the way I make my videos. closer to truth. So I don't have only like a comment. So you are allowed to in YouTube. There is an like if you want to interdict something to take from your videos. Okay, so if you make them public, you are allowed to use them, like to comment or something like this. So I not using like for money purpose. So but I want to comment because he is investigating this, and maybe somebody will find him. I will not take only on him but many guys, but these are rich subjects, are matter, how matter appears, how the universe appear, what is and things like this. And once you must consider this. Okay, so that's why I throw some directions, and let me see the video myself to see what I would add. So that's why it'll be like a list, like a serial episodic philosophical investigation, scientific, philosophical, theological investigation, let's say, and cultural. My colleagues will agree. Goodbye.